right, so this next problem is a problem about calculating the atomic mass. It's really a significant figure problem. It is a weighted average problem as well, but I think we're going to use it mostly to determine, to make sure you're okay with sig figs. So I went ahead and I wrote down all the information for this first problem that's about strontium. So it's giving you the mass and the percent abundance. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take those percent abundances and I'm going to go ahead and convert them into their decimal form. So I'm going to divide them all by 100. That way, when I write down the next step and I do the weighted average, I have them ready and handy and good to go. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to take the first mass and I'm going to multiply it by its percent abundance. And I'm going to add it to the second mass multiplied by its percent abundance, then the third mass multiplied by its percent abundance, so on and so forth. Now I'm going to go ahead and leave out the mass as a unit, just because there's a lot of things that are going on here. I'll come back to that in just a second. So the second mass for strontium-86, its percent abundance. I'm going to add that to the mass for strontium-87 times its percent abundance, and then add that to strontium-88 times its percent abundance. Now, I'm going to go ahead, as I said, I'm going to make sure all of these masses are in AMU, so I know that at the end of the day, my results are going to be in AMU. It's just a little cleaner for this particular solution in order to kind of keep the units just off to the side so that I can kind of deal with some of these significant figures as we go along. So let's go ahead and do the interim calculations, the multiplication in each step. So the result of the first one is 0.46991518. The second one is 8.47065332. The third one is 6.083625153. And the final one is 72.5924564. Okay, so these are the multiplication, these are the products of all the multiplications. And so remember, I need to go back and I need to keep track of sig figs at this point. So take a look at the first one. The sig fig limitation in the multiplication isn't the mass, it's the percent abundance. It's got 2 sig figs. So I need to mark that second sig fig there. That's the second, that's the 6 in this case. The next one is 3 sig figs, so I'm going to mark the 7. The next one is 3 sig figs, so I'm going to mark the 8. And the last one is 4 sig figs, so I'm going to mark the 9. So now I know how many sig figs each of these numbers has, 2, 3, 3, and 4 respectively. So when I do the last arithmetic operation, I know what significant figure rule to apply and how to apply it. Now I'm going to do addition. The rule for addition is decimal places. And so I look and I've got 2, 2, 2, and 2. So I'm going to go ahead and have my calculator spit out 87.6166459. 5, and it's now I'm back to my units, AMU. And so I'm going to round to the 1 is the last significant figure, so I need to round that appropriately. I've got a 6 behind it, so I'm going to report my final answer as 87.62 AMU. 2 decimal places is how I'm going to report the answer here. All right, guys.